Peace. Today's Wednesday, the 9th. So today's math is born. Born is to be brought into existence. Born is to be complete. So today, you want to complete things that you may have started. You want to make things known that need to be known to others. Okay? Make things born on this day. Peace. Peace. Welcome back. You know what I mean? GODCAST, Lord Jamar.
Digga. I'm your girl, Alex.
And yes. So.
Oh, wait. Before we get real deep, I saw your clip with Lisa Evers. Yo, I'm feeling your mumble rap verse, bro.
Hey.
I really think we should, expound on that.
I forget what I said on there.
He's like, I get to the party. Something. I was like,
hey, they're rocking the party.
The music is stopping. The DJ goes shouting.
Gotta shake the shoulders.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, I wanna be on that record.
Let's get it.
I think we should call ourselves. We should make a joint. Call it the Mumble Lyricist Crew. Crew with a K. The MLKs. Free at last. The album coming soon.
And I could come on.
Free at last.
I could come on the track like the Maybach music chick. MLK music.
Okay.
MLK
Yo, I'm feeling something here. I feel something cooking. I don't know.
Hang on.
Saying.
Speak about what's cooking.
music.
What's up with that Lyrics Matter shirt that you got on right
check
now?
me out, y'all. The merch is in.
Okay.
Shouts out to Hood G Apparel.
Watch the ponytail. Yeah, let it show.
Yes.
Lyrics
We
Matter.
paid to that. Yes, I'm doing
Hashtag.
the around the way, girl. Let's say I'm giving y'all throwback bandanas.
This is why they loving you.
I am a home
Why they loving you
man.
every week. Goodness gracious. Digga. Okay, so North and South Korea. Okay.
United as one.
We not just about hip hop news. We about world news.
That's
here
right.
At the You know what I mean? GODCAST. And it appears that North and South Korea are coming together
For the first time.
Do we have? How long have they been beefing? Do we know this, Alex?
Oh, they've been beefing since after World War I. They've been beefing since the 1920s.
Right.
And they've had literally guards across the border. The border to both countries is literally like 24 hours a day, watched by these guards that directly are facing the border of North Korea.
See, because in this country, you hear about World War I, World War II, and then it seems like they jumped to Vietnam, but a war that was in between World War II and Vietnam was the Korean War.
Right.
That's a war that many of us in the 5% Nation know about because, our founder, father-in-law, Clarence 13X Smith, fought in the Korean War. So we were always, educated about the Korean War somewhat just from his participation in it. And that was like when he fought, well, man, I don't know. It's like the 50s or some shit like that. Yeah, sometime in the 50s. Yeah, so shit has been fucked up over there for a while.
Yeah. I know this is the first time that the North Korean president has set foot in South Korea. That was monumental.
Now, what do you think is motivating this? Do you think they're seeing like this crazy ass nigga Trump, and they're like, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. We need to get together because this motherfucker over there,
I think, he
could fuck around and kill us all.
I think they're over there thinking like, you know what? There's strength in numbers, and we can't trust this guy.
This nigga got access to the football, to the nuclear football.
Exactly.
And listen, if he blows us up, we all gonna get blown up too. You best believe that. So let's get together.
You got to give Trump some credit. He has single-handedly united Koreans, blacks, whites. You got people of all shapes, colors, and sizes coming together unanimously to hate him.
Well, on the flip side, though, historically speaking, North Korea has always demonstrated that it is not a country to be trusted. Actually, former State Secretary Condoleezza Rice was on Fox and Friends earlier this week, and she stated that as her personal opinion, as being the former highest diplomat of the in the history of this country. She does not feel that we should be trusting North Korea.
Wow. Yet America should be trusted. Is this what you... The most untrustworthy country is going to sit and condemn the trustworthiness of other countries.
You know why?
This is what you telling me?
Because we're the most powerful country in the world.
First of all, I'm not a we person, okay? Just because I live here doesn't make me a we with America. I'm a resident of this fucking country, but as far as how it moves and all of that, I'm definitely not a we. This country,
island.
the power, just because you are
Wilson,
might doesn't make right.
I'm sorry, we're over here goofing.
What kind of shit is she talking over here?
We're over here goofing. You ain't see Castaway.
Castaway.
You ain't see Castaway with Tom Hanks. He was on the island by
Right,
himself.
right.
Island by
Wilson.
So, we okay?
Me and Digga over here like we said.
Got you.
We had said.
Well, listen,
he's got Wilson and Pookie.
Might don't make right, okay? And just because America is, first of all, America's not the strongest country in the world anymore, and that's just
right.
A
Wakanda.
Right. However, when it comes to this situation, you know, of course, the United States will have the upper hand. I mean, North Korea is. When we talk about being on an island by yourself, that is literally a country that's on an island by itself. I mean, if you look at the country from space, they have maps of this.
Oh, wait, don't not bring up space to this guy. wait, do not.
Outer space.
Bring up outer space to this guy.
That's a whole
Jamar.
topic. Oh,
hey, Jamar, outer space.
First of all, for those who've really been following, we're getting closer and closer to that show. Okay, so you just hold your fucking horses. It's coming.
Can I be here for that one, please?
I mean,
please.
But if you ain't got nothing positive to add to it, you're gonna have to sit in the corner.
I will,
little baby.
I'm just gonna
put baby in the corner.
But anyway,
can I go back to my space?
Well, let me just get to the point of America has no moral positioning to talk about the trustworthiness of anyone.
Absolutely
so
not.
Especially
fuck
now.
you and your bullshit about North Korea is not to be trusted. I don't think any of these governments really out here are to be trusted. So what's the point? Like, you know, and what was that said for? And you know what I mean? What's the point?
That's true, but you know, it's a topic of conversation, of course, being that President Trump and Kim Jong-un have finally decided to meet. I mean, it's going to be the first time that any U.S. president has met with a North Korean president in ever, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I guess this will lead to more, better electronics or some shit like once we do have good relations with North and South Korea, let's say. What
that is.
What's in it for America?
That's just bragging points for Trump. Oh, I did something Obama did.
Right,
that's all that is.
Right. Oh, and that's all.
I helped to denuclearize North Korea.
And that's something that nigger president couldn't fucking do.
Right.
All right. Well,
which is also why he refuses to believe that the Iran nuclear deal is even, because that was signed under President Obama, that nuclear deal, the Iranian nuclear
Let's get to the fucking elephant in the room. Okay? There's all this fucking bullshit that's going on with your man, Koonye.
And we touched on it. We touched on it briefly last week.
Koonye, Western civilization.
I tried to,
that's a good one. I like that. I'm rolling with that. Koonye, Western civilization.
He reps it so well.
Now, my stance was he's trolling, and he's gonna drop some music that's gonna be, consistent to the message that he's been.
Right, but then he dropped
out.
Poopy D Scoop.
Poopy D Scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up, wool up, wool up. Just wool up.
But then he poopity scooped me.
Scoopity poop poop scoop. And then you said, yeah.
I said, you know what? Maybe he's trolling the mumble rappers.
Now.
He's trolling the mumble rappers.
He's trolling all of us.
And then he went and had a melt. Okay. Let's go back. Let's start because hold on. Let me refer to said notes.
Well, first of all, let's get to meat and potatoes.
Okay.
Let's
hash out all of the things he's done.
He went on TMZ just the other day. Okay. Now, yeah, this is gonna come out in a week.
So say last week. So
yeah, last week he went on TMZ and proclaimed 400 years of slavery. I mean, that sounds like a choice to me. Boiling slavery down to a choice. Which he was quickly checked by the homie Van Latham. On the show.
A very good check.
Shout out to Van. But, you know, this is the bullshit that he fucking said, basically.
Among other things. So before we even get any further into talking about this right now, I had the homie Schizo, okay, go out onto the street. Shouts out to Schizo. Shout out to the homie Schizo, Rod Raspy, okay? And he asked the people, do you think slavery is a choice? And right about now, this is what the people had to say.
I gotta come back. Sorry, say that again.
Everybody gotta stop buying his motherfucking music.
Exactly.
What's going on? Yanada mean GODCAST. This is Black Belushi. Thanks for banning me from Wakanda. But you know what? I don't mind doing these words on the streets because I like being in the streets with my peoples. And one choice that I made is coming to the Bronx. And the best place to be is over here in Edenwald Projects.
A beautiful day in the projects. Won't you be mine? Food stamp. Supplement. No, I'm fucking with you. Fuck that. I be on EBT too, so I can't hide it.
Yeah. Did you hear what Kanye West said? That he said that slavery was a choice?
I didn't really hear that, man. He be saying so much crazy shit, man. You know, I don't pay that dude no more mind, B. Kanye West is an idiot.
Is your last name Trump, sir?
That's a bad thought.
Why is it a bad thought? Which community is that? Because we don't know where he's representing now.
He representing Trump.
He represented Trump?
Yeah.
So that's the community.
I'm talking about he representing Trump.
But if Trump is his community, then what community is he making it bad for?
For the whole wide world. For the whole wide world.
There's 100 white people coming to this projects right now with big guns, and none of us ain't got guns, and they chain us all up, and we gotta go. Was the only choice is to die.
Slavery wasn't no choice. He don't know his history.
He said it was a choice. Like you could order it online.
Oh, he's a nut, man.
He's a nut. There's busy playground around here. It's basketball where it says on top, we can get along. I don't know if they're gonna get along with finding out what the hell Kanye. Well, what's on your brain? First you shaved off the scrambled eggs that was on your head. We're gonna find out now.
Yeah, I heard that nonsense that him ranting, and he's outside of his mind right now. I don't really understand.
He's not in his mind. He's outside of it.
No, I don't think it was a choice.
What do you think it was?
Listen, I think that was man-made. The white man put that out there. That wasn't a choice for black people or anybody to be a slave.
They brought you from Africa here. Immigration laws don't apply to us. How are you gonna be? They're bringing you from Africa. You didn't come on your own free will.
That's for sure.
Certain areas and certain plateaus of slavery, and you might not even know it.
Yeah, such as what?
Your means and all that. Like, let's say you're a slave to getting new sneakers or getting new whips, so therefore you got to go ahead and put mad work just to get it. You are a slave to getting the new stuff so that you can be current.
All right. So
the consensus is in. We the people
find Kanye
crazy beyond a reasonable doubt.
Guilty.
Nuttier than some squirrel shit.
Guilty of crazy. Okay. Now
5150 crazy.
All right, now see, now this is where I'm gonna get serious for a second. Because we're laughing at crazy Kanye.
Right.
Yes, I will totally I totally feel like this was a marketing ploy that's gone too far. We know he's got music coming. We know he's Kanye facts. We know he's egotistical. We know he's a narcissist. We know he's caught up in the fame and the hype. Like, we know these things about Kanye. The part that I'm not liking right now is the fact that we are being dismissive of his mental illness. He does have mental illness throughout all of these crazy things. We know he's not the most articulate person. He's very reckless, very irresponsible at times when he speaks. But he does, there is a passion with that he genuinely believes is his world. I think in the midst of...
do we know he has mental illness? And if he has mental illness, like on what scale? From Kanye to Stevante Clark?
On a scale of Stevante to Kanye?
How crazy
where does he fucking land? Like,
on the scale of Sinead O'Connor to Stevante.
I give him an
How crazy is Kanye?
I don't know.
Well... See, but here's my thing. Like, we're joking about it. Like, is it so far-fetched? Like, you know what I got out of the same said interview? He says, I was, I'm being prescribed. He wouldn't say what he was prescribed. He said, I'm supposed to take 3 pills a day.
Right.
I take one of them a week. Now, this is my thing.
But we don't know that that's, first of all, mental illness pills. That could be Gaviscon.
Okay.
That could be for acid reflux.
Okay.
For all we know.
It could be a sedative. It could be some ADHD shit. But what I saw in that interview was a man having a serious meltdown. Like, he stood up, like, even like some of the things that he was saying, or practically all of the things he was saying, like a lot of stuff. Even though he's not the most eloquent, I kind of was getting what he was trying to say. Like, I think he was trying to say, and this is all speculation here, I think he was trying to say we as black people need to get out of the slave mentality, as in blaming white people for things. I think that's what he was trying to say. It just came out the crazy Kanye way.
But that's what happens when someone in his position gets a taste of white privilege. Everything else that he should be in touch with and know the consequences of his words and actions as a role model, as a public figure. Okay. We all have to deal with this, just like Van said when he checked him right there on TMZ. These actions and words have repercussions.
First of all, if you're such a fucking genius, okay, why are you having such trouble communicating?
Again,
but again, why do you have to sit here and say to me, well, I think what he was trying to say, like, first of all, we're giving this motherfucker too much, like, as far as too much of our time, as far as we're caring about what the fuck he's saying in the first place.
I agree with that. I don't understand.
But we're also trying to clean up his mess for him in a way by saying, well, this is what I think he was trying to say. All I know is what he said. We can read into a lot of shit, but the fact is he said some dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And the dumb shit he said was slavery was a choice. Now,
all I'm saying is don't take mental illness off the table. Like, we as intellectuals,
and that's real.
We can sit here and try to intellectualize the crazy all day, but this is what everybody's doing. Don Lemon's on CNN having panels. Like, we're all trying to rationalize the words of an irrational person, and he was extremely irrational in that moment. Like, the man stood up and said, I had liposuction because I didn't want to be fat. I didn't want you guys calling me fat. Like, that doesn't that's not striking a chord with anyone as off, or like he looked loopy, he sounded loopy. Like,
I mean, he's
this
been
didn't.
looking like that.
I have a question, but is this new for Kanye? I mean, I kind of feel like he's been a nut his
This is what I'm
entire
saying.
life.
It's not new for Kanye. And let me let me tell you something. It's entertaining when he gets on TV and says Bush don't like black people. Oh shit, yeah, Kanye. It's entertaining when he gets up at the awards and does that same spiel, you know, to Taylor Swift. But now it's backfiring, and oh my God, I can't believe Kanye.
No.
It's like, we know he crazy. We look forward to the rants. Everybody can't wait to see him rant at a show. We give him the mic.
Guilty.
He says something
Guilty.
crazy, and now we're appalled that he said something crazy.
Listen, this is almost like a psyops because, like, you know, and I feel like this is why he got with your boy Trump. Okay? Listen, I'm going to do some shit for you, Trump. Or they tapped him. Kanye, we need you to distract the people right now. We need you to do some shit to make your shit look buck nutty crazy so we can distract the people, and they'll be looking at you while a war is starting with Israel and Iran.
Right.
There's damn near a revolution going on in Puerto Rico with the people against the police.
Right.
What else is going on? The LAPD, there's a LAPD officer on trial for killing an African brother from the Cameroon. And then also Trump's 18 plus sexual assault cases. Like these are all things that we're not talking about, that you're not seeing in the news right now.
Oh, they're definitely using it to their advantage. On top of him co-signing everything that they say, it's like he's giving credence to the bullshit that they spew at us. So I believe that's why people are, you know.
Who's the broad that he's running with right now?
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens. This fucking broad talking about, oh, black people need
stop
to
whining.
forget about slavery and move on. Like when has any other culture asked to do that?
Never.
What about all these Holocaust museums and Holocaust remembrance and don't ever forget and Hitler was a bastard? Like, I gotta watch all this fucking shit. 9/11, never forget, all of that shit. But when it comes to fucking slavery, get over it. Put it into the fucking past.
Oh, they're very clear about their narrative. I think Kanye is the one that's not clear. Like, I really think, honestly, I think he need a hug.
Let's be clear.
From a sister. He needs a black woman in his life to sit him down like, look, nigga, eat this macaroni and cheese and collard greens right now while I talk to you about some shit.
Listen.
Like, he needs to go back to Chicago. Like, he needs a restart. And I think I'm more disturbed with the people around him, like Kim, his wife. You know, she, rather than admit that, okay, my husband is going through something mentally right now, she's like, no, it's not that. I wish everybody would stop calling him mental ill. He has the right to feel how he want to feel. It's like, come on, like you're a public figure. You know, supposedly, like, you should know when it's time to scale it back. Like, I feel like the people around him are, you know, allowing this shit to happen when it's, you know, when it's convenient for press. Because outside of when it's convenient for press, remember, he got committed. Remember, he was supposed to have a Saturday Night Live appearance. He had a meltdown backstage. Mm-hmm. They whisked him away to the mental hospital. See, there wasn't anything popping off to promote at that time, so they couldn't put that on Front Street.
I feel like these days, you know, a lot of things that are being diagnosed as mental illness is just motherfuckers just not wanting to exercise control. Just because we live in a fucking, you know, an immoral, fucking undisciplined society.
There is a such thing as fame driving you crazy.
Like. What's really pissing me off, though, like, I know we got to get to the next segment, but all this shit about, oh, I'm a free thinker and Kanye's a free thinker, like, this motherfucker is so self-absorbed and so narcissistic that he believes that he's figured out thinking for us all. like this is the first time that he's been put on this earth to, you know what? I'm going to be the one to help people, think freely and go outside the box and all this. Sit your motherfucking ass down and shut the fuck up.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Get in Igbo.
You're not a fucking genius, nigga.
Here's a better question. Why are we even giving him energy? Why can't we ignore him? Is it because he's too big of a celebrity that we just have to pay this attention? Guess what? If the very first time he tweeted the bullshit, if everybody would have just been like, "Oh yeah, Kanye said some shit," moving on. You know what Kanye would have did? Oh shit! This boy isn't working. Let me try something else.
Well, you know what?
But it's just he's been dominating the news for a week.
That is a great point. Why do we even care about these celebrities to this point? Listen, we're going to talk about this when we come back. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.